Hello and welcome to this bonus episode of Lunchbox Envy. Wimbledon is upon us, so it is the season for Pimm's and champagne and strawberries and cream and I guess a bit of tennis, if you can fit that in. So we have a whole episode coming out on strawberries, but we thought we'd do a special one just on the food and drink at Wimbledon. So Wimbledon is potentially the most famous tennis tournament in the world, and it is actually the largest single annual catering event in Europe.
No way.
Yeah, it's mad. So it takes a team of over 3,000 people working 24/7 to keep the whole operation running.
Wow.
In 2023, 300 chefs operating in 55 kitchens cooked over 281,000 hot meals. So that averages about one every 3.6 seconds.
And those were just for Roger Federer.
Famously big appetite.
Yeah, very active dude. So, Rosie, have you got something for us?
Yes, I do. Probably the easiest lunchbox I've ever had to bring in, actually. I've brought strawberries and cream. The Wimbledon classic. I brought strawberries and cream plain, but then I've also bought strawberries with a couple of different twists. And you've probably heard of them, but I wanted to explain why they're so good. So we've got strawberries with a bit of balsamic vinegar on.
Oh, no, you didn't.
And strawberries with some black pepper on. So we know that strawberries are sweet and acidic, right? We know that. Balsamic vinegar, which is very sweet but also tart, adds kind of like a really nice depth to the strawberry, and it's a little bit savory as well. It makes the fruit taste even more intensely strawberry-like, basically. Should we try?
Yeah, let's do it.
Ooh, all right.
I know what you mean. It's somehow more fragrant.
I think the cleverest thing is because the balsamic vinegar is so tart, it makes the strawberry taste sweeter,
Yeah.
even though it might not actually be, because it's got that really bold vinegar on top of it. It's really delicious.
It is really good.
It's a great combination. Let's try black pepper. See what we think of that.
Okay.
That goes up the nose a lot more, doesn't it?
Oh, I prefer that to the vinegar. That's really nice.
Interesting.
I
I
prefer
think it
vinegar.
makes it taste quite floral. Strawberries are a great vehicle for spice, actually.
Yeah.
Because they are sweet, but they've got lots and lots of different caramelly undertones, which work really well with spices. And fennel is a really good one with strawberries as well. If you've ever had strawberries with a bit of powdered fennel sugar,
Sounds
delicious.
great.
And of course, the classic vanilla. We all know that one. And then it doesn't really need to be tasted because we've all had it a million times before. This was probably like my favorite pudding when I was a kid. Bit of strawberries, just simply covered in some rich double cream.
Oh, lovely.
And we had a bit of debate about this in the studio. Is it whipped cream or not? In my opinion, and from what I can tell from people's pictures of Wimbledon,
Yeah, there's no whipped cream.
there's no whipped cream. It's just straight pouring cream,
I feel
double
like that
cream.
would be sacrilege.
I think it's British laziness more than anything.
Yeah, I
like
suppose there's an
we
extra
can't be
step.
asked to whip it. Okay, so let's have some of that.
So just as we were eating this, I discovered that the first known recipe for strawberries and cream dates back from Henry VIII and his cookbook.
His cookbook.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Everyone and their nan's written a cookbook.
Available in all good bookstores. No, it was his chefs who wrote down some of the recipes they used. But he was a huge purveyor of real tennis. So there's a link going back all the way to the 1500s.
As opposed to pretend tennis.
No, that's a false friend. The word comes from royal. It was royal
I
tennis.
see.
Oh.
So I thought, how can you make a savoury version? And I looked up savoury strawberry dishes and I found a good ketchup recipe. More on that in the strawberries episode. And then I thought, what's the sort of savoury version of cream? Obviously cheese. So then... So I thought mozzarella sticks, deep fried in batter and then dipped in strawberry ketchup would be delicious.
That would be really good.
And you could serve them at Wimbledon. I'm sure they go down a treat.
Actually, strawberries and goat's cheese are a really good combo.
Oh, there you go.
A little goat's cheese.
Well, you've just
fried.
improved my recipe already. There's no wonder you've written
Or maybe
more
with-
cookbooks than me.
Yeah, with feta as well. So many
Yeah.
options.
Oh,
Love
yeah.
it.
And then I thought about a pina colada version because I'd heard about the pine berries, which taste of pineapple. And then you can get coconut cream everywhere these days because it's appealing to those who don't want dairy. And then I thought you could make like a rum caramel as well. if you wanted.
Wow.
Sounds really good.
So the pina colada version, the tropical version. And then I was just thinking, what other versions could you do? I thought about a spoonerism version.
What spoonerism?
You're about to find
It's where
out.
you swap the first sounds or the first letters of two words. So you're Rosie MacKean, you'd be Mosey Rakeen.
I do that by accident sometimes.
Yeah, people do. all the
Like
time.
Beg and Aiken.
Yeah, Beg and Aiken. Anyway, I found there are such things called crowberries.
Really?
So crowberries and steam, which are just crowberries served with dry ice. I don't think it's very nice.
Like, what is a crowberry?
It's a Scandinavian blackcurrant cousin.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Worth a go. So these strawberries are, much like the tennis players, the best of the best. There 50 tons of strawberries consumed each tournament. Every single one is graded by hand. So someone individually looks at every single strawberry and says yes or no.
Wow. So it's definitely not a pick your own situation.
Well, it kind of is, but pick your own underneath the eyes of an expert judge. But only they're perfect. They're called El Santa, the variety. Then they're from Kent, so they're not from far away. They're picked at dawn and delivered by 11 a.m. every morning.
Wow.
It's quite mystical and fably.
Oh, not for the guy that's looking at each one,
No,
for
that's
sure.
true.
You go
That's true.
mad.
Over the course of the tournament, they will be topped up with 7,000 litres of cream, which is enough to fill 88 bathtubs.
Damn.
Jesus.
Which I actually don't think is that impressive. But then I think people underestimate. No, that's not a word. People underestimate the volume of a bathtub.
Yeah.
It's about 100 litres, which is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Also, that's like 88 days of baths of cream.
Yeah,
like
true.
think about it like that. Like that's crazy. I can't believe they're shipped in every day at 11 a.m.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is mad.
Has anyone been to the tournament?
Yes, I have.
Ooh.
Did you have strawberries and cream?
I probably did. Yes.
Nice.
I don't remember. I was only about 17 and it rained all day.
Oh.
I remember working there in 2013, actually. I was behind the scenes.
Were you a ball boy?
No, I was shadowing a guy who did all the air conditioning.
The classic.
But he'd been working there for years and he had access to all the areas and he would like kind of liaise with the engineers and the bigwigs who was sort of sitting around the chairman's boardroom and stuff. And so he knew his stuff and he had access to it everywhere. I remember going like underneath centre court and out to the top of court number 1. I found one of the balls they play with, which I took home and it says 2013 on it, which is the first year Andy Murray won. So
Wow.
Special
You
to us
stole from
Brits.
Wimbledon.
Yeah. Also,
Somebody call the Met.
But
in my head, you were going through all of the air vents, like Mission Impossible style.
well, if I really wanted a ball, I should have gone to the fridge because did you know the balls are all refrigerated?
What?
Yeah.
Why?
In addition to all the chilled cream and champagne that they keep on ice, the AELTC, the All England Lawn Tennis Club, which also is just an aside here, is the body that runs all croquet in England. So the full name is the All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club. Anyway, so they have to refrigerate the tennis balls. And there's 57,000 balls used every tournament. Which is 2 lorry loads worth, if you want to picture it. Enough for like 3 sizable ball pits. I'd love to jump into those.
You know, I think it'd be quite painful. They're
Yeah,
quite
maybe you're right. They're
stiff.
quite heavy as
Yeah.
well. They probably wouldn't move out the way when you landed. But they're delivered to special chilled rooms under centre court at a temperature of exactly 20 degrees. So not as cold as a fridge, but like
Yeah.
very specifically temperature controlled.
That is so
Yeah.
interesting. I never knew that. And also because I was thinking like, well, if they're really cold, they must be a bit heavier, no? Like, or like be a bit harder. But 20 degrees is a nice room temp. That's the temperature I like my butter when I'm making a cake.
Often warmer than the British weather as well.
Is that just so that the air is like a specific expansion inside the ball?
Yeah, I think so. And just marginal gains, like they have to make sure consistency, every single ball has to be, because there's thermal expansion. If they're too hot, they'll be bigger. And like you say, the air expands. So they need to be the perfect sort of consistency.
And then some absolute Jobsworth who's lost their game will be like, the balls were too big.
Yeah.
So I was looking at what else is on offer at Wimbledon food-wise, and of course, bananas. very famous food item on
wait,
the tennis court.
So the players that eat the bananas. I've never. I have watched it, but like I don't watch it religiously.
Yeah, no, they love a banana.
Do they?
Yeah, no. I mean, to be fair, it's a great energy food. Slow release, lots of good stuff in a banana.
Yeah.
They eat around 3.3 tons a fortnight.
Each.
Yeah, they're massive. No, so that's about 30,000 bananas between all of them, and that generates a lot of banana peel, as you can imagine. So what they've realized is that, wait, hold on, we've done this.
Banana peel curry.
Yeah,
banana peel.
So they're taking a leaf out of Rosie's book.
That's right.
And they're making banana peel muffins, which they serve back to the players in the restaurant. So it's like a zero waste food initiative, and it does really well.
Wow, that's so clever. I'd like to try that. I like banana muffin.
Oh, yeah, so do I. But I mean, you wouldn't taste the peel. I'm imagining if it's anything like the banana curry you made, it's more like a textural juiciness.
I can imagine it working a bit more like carrot or a courgette, almost like moist muffin with moist center.
It does sound good.
I have to wonder, how far in advance do they get those bananas to nice ripeness? Because if I was on centre court and I was given a green banana, I'd fucking kick off.
Throw it at the
I
umpire.
want a
wouldn't
nice
you?
ripe banana, please. Not too dark, not too green, like the perfect ripeness. So I heard a rumour that in Wimbledon, the best food is in the press room.
Oh.
Basically, apparently there's a smashing Victoria sponge.
Really? Oh, I'd love to go in.
And curries for lunch.
I vaguely remember the press room again when I was working there.
Oh,
but
damn.
it was, I mean, out of
As he
season.
watched from above in an airplane.
Just lowering myself down when everyone's back was turned and grabbing a piece of Victoria sponge. Back up.
Do we have any final facts to wrap up with?
Well, yeah, I suppose I'd quite like this one, which is that over the course of the tournament, spectators, this is so fucking British. The spectators at Wimbledon drink about 3 tanker trucks worth of tea.
Oh, God.
Although, to be fair, I dread to think how much Pimm's they also drink.
Yeah, and champagne.
And the champagne, yeah. But tea,
Apparently, people pop champagne corks so often during the game that there have to be warnings issued because it's so loud, and obviously you need total silence.
Yeah.
quiet please.
They're flying around. You don't want to get one of those in the eye.
Oh, God, yeah, dangerous.
Definitely not.
I really like it. Was in 1998. There was a Czech tennis player called Petr Korda, and he tested positive for a performance-enhancing steroid, which is called nandrolone, whilst competing at Wimbledon. And he tried to blame it on steroid-fed veal that was part of his diet. But authorities worked out that to ingest the level that they found in his system of nandrolone, he would have had to eat 40 calves a day for 20 years.
That's so silly.
So his excuse didn't wash.
So that's it from us on Wimbledon. You can listen to our strawberries episode on Monday. But yeah, until then, have a beautiful, sweet, strawberry, creamy time.
Yes, I hope it doesn't rain.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.